wait for the new equipment to come in. Quiet at last.
If that is your destination, you are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me! You move along. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Recruits battle ready yet. My sword arm will use some work. Want some in a real battle?
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. You've seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape. Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Such quietude is a blessing. Oh, got to keep moving. Now, how best to proceed? Silence. Quiet at last. Tad rousing.
Suppose I'm tired. Barely slept a wink.
Ought to set my nose to the ground.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
That's rather put me out. Been a while since I heard a good story.
This bodes ill.
What a fool I was to think I could.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Well now, else there is no tomorrow.
There's no shame in living life for its pleasures.
Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up. Days like this make me
Whatever am I to do?
well met, sir. Perhaps I'll just...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Diza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Diza's focus, we may be able to gain here more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
I'm not sure what we're dealing with here. Phasers.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight.
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, I refer to Waldar. Many a time has Diza demanded Waldar, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, what say you? Might you be willing? I prepared a means for you to. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee, should you be discovered, I will.
Pray, follow me. This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. I sense eyes upon us. The one we seek isn't here. Perchance we've come at the wrong time.
Waiting around doesn't seem like to do us much good. What could we be missing here?
Well met, son. How might I be of help? I could see myself. Look, as long as you please. A tad groundskeeper. I can't complain.
Say, have I seen you around?
Well met, son. How might I be of help?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Faring well, I hope.
Off we trot.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
And should we meet again? Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I coveted for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Of course, in the end, you were the one who made the purchase. That's all right. I wanted to give you something in return by way of... My apologies, friend. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope...
There, Master! Saurians!
Fire won't do much good here. Best try and hit first.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. The Arisen has been drenched!
Why, you there. Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
And should I got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated.
Gather round.
Trevo Mine is... but a stone's throw from here. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale.
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Strike with fire's fury.
The Arisen has been torched! Quick! Down the flames! I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Well fought, Arisen.
Would seem I've some catching up to do.
That was certainly worthwhile.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Follow me, if you would. We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Our foes. My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? Follow me. A flock of harpies draws near.
This foe will recoil from flame.
You have my protection.
Exemplary performance.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Just when are you planning to return? Am I to be left by the wayside? Empower you with elemental magic.
The Arisen has been put to sleep!
Me? Caught unawares? Never been so careless.
Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we proceed.
By your leave. Perhaps this has no bearing on the matter, but might I add, have you grown accustomed to the adventuring life? If there's anything you're unsure of, I would fain be obeyed. My thanks, truly.
I hope only to be of assistance.
Oi, you there! Fix the fire and get off my hand! Right, lend us your aid.
We're in your den.
Scatter the goblin! You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. You have my thanks. 'Twas a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things caught us entirely unawares. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er there's a chance.
Would you mind coming over here?
Nasty creatures, aren't they? But they'll not bother us again.
You've a strong arm. 'Twas a simple patrol mission. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along.
I would be glad to demonstrate the efficacy of my mage skills, should you desire magical assistance. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss. If we gather too much, our packs will grow heavy. But what's a bit of extra weight?
Follow me, if you would. Are you coming, Master? Our path is here.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone.
Pray, follow me.
Not be unwelcome for an ally to appear for once.
Fight. To arms.
No quarrel.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. Ice's stain is yours to wield. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
What is that, a tower? Nay, a statue.
From this distance, I cannot be sure.
We shall have to make our way over to it.
Follow me, if you would.
Oh! You've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. Seems the battle is hard won. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry. Fuck! Can anyone hear me? We need help! I don't want to fall here!
God, damn blizzard! Is this where I'm to draw my last? Consign it!
Yes, of course. We were speaking of places elsewhere. Mayhap 'tis beyond...
I can't count the number of meats and fish that have gone to rot in my pack. You'd think the smell would remind me. I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurer's trade.
I shan't let it harm you. Let my magics grant you an elemental. The Arisen has been drenched. This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it.
I'm not quite as nimble as I'd like to be, but I suppose that's what I get for carrying so many things.
I'll turn you into a pit.
You're not one of ours. Have you come to save us? Forgive me. I cannot seem to walk of my own accord just now. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
Let me get that.
You went in there to save my fellow soldiers. Well now. I underestimated you, friend. I shall send word of your deeds to the captain. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to the rest of this mess. You need not...
Out of the cave at last.
If I were meant to spend my days in darkness, I'd have been born a mole.
Right you are.
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. The village is crawling with saurians. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. I used to call this place home, you see, in times more peaceful. You're the Arisen, are you? Well, that's something. We were hoping to reclaim our village, but it doesn't seem we'll have much luck. We fled when the dragon attacked some days past, thinking we'd return once the baleful thing was gone. Easier said than done, clearly. In our absence, a bask of saurians have made our homes their own. What are we to do? The guards not like to send soldiers all the way out here. Ah, but mayhap they needn't at all. You are the Arisen, aye? Could we trouble you to aid us in our hour of need? Please, sir, do something, anything about the saurians infesting our village.
A bask of saurians has made its nest within the village, but not for long if we have any say in the matter.
We need not shrink from...
Where the saurians?
Ice will be most effective against this foe. The Arisen's soaked to the bone.
My magic can be a weapon with the fury of the elements. Well done, Master.
I've never heard of this nonsense.
Pull back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait right there.
I'll turn you into a pinprick.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Not really important whatever happens here, anyhow.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
Let us finish this.
Let us finish this. Bring that thing down.
Strike fast!